against the Texas Longhorns and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Anytime you step between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, you know you are on hallowed ground in college football. This is one of the best places you'll ever watch a college football game. The red and the black, the dogs, even the Uggas are buried in the stadium. This is one of the most iconic spots in all of college football. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start on the ground with Brown. At the 35, he's got room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional.
Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically feel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Escapes the pressure to his right. He'll pull it down and run. At the 40, there he goes. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and then before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
They'll move the wide receiver. Hand off for Brown. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Shoots it to the left. Complete on the comeback. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know, receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. And you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Here's a heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
4th down, Manning. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way.
Could be an alley. They got him free execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Got enough for the first. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. And those hairy dogs taking a bite out of another first down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the dogs do.
Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Makes one man miss. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a third down situation. Let's stay aggressive. Let's capitalize on this momentum and not try to kick these field goals because, you know, kicking field goals sometimes down the road can come back to bite you.
And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through one quarter. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. Smashes it between the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
Coming out with it, it's Simon. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on.
Turning it on! Ripped past midfield, finally stopped at the 42, and that's the kind of chunk play that gets drives going. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Texas calls his campus to 40 acres. This running game might cover 40 acres before it's over.
That would be a heck of a day. I don't know how many yards that would be. That would be a quick conversion. How good's your math, Reese, to try to calculate that? But they're having a lot of success.
Got a little grass. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorn!
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good.
Got a little room. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Makes the catch. At the 20, he's got space. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set first and goal.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. He'll throw it. Got his man on the right. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at third and goal. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to the end zone on third and goal. Touchdown, Bulldog! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. On the ground, it's Smothers. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up and get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
To throw, Manning. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. New set of downs after the completion. Manning on play action. Looking to scramble. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Manning to throw for it on 4th. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Running inside. It's Frazier. Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. Georgia going up tempo.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Well, the quarterback let his target too much on that out-breaking route. I think in the future, just trying to put it on his front shoulder makes it a lot easier to make the catch.
Back to throw, it's Stockton. Looking to the big tight end. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Good gain there, picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Hard running there. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
Nice job by the QB. You can tell they want to push it down the field. They want to be aggressive on first down, which I love, which is really hard to stop from a defensive standpoint. But does a good job scrambling outside the pocket, picking up the first down, and then saving his life. Good job. Get out of bounds.
Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in zones. You got to get him involved.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. There he goes. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Fires toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
So the intentional grounding call will be a loss of down, and now it's 4th down. The Longhorns will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Picks up the first down. At midfield, he's got room. Wide open on the right. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
The play-action fake. Big fella moving. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. Their first possession of this third quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal. It breaks into the open. Touchdown, Longhorn! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point gives them the lead at 14-13. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. Catch in the middle, it's Humphries. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still, just a very short gain. Picked up 5 on that last pass play, now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him! Just missed on the connection, incomplete. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really?
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, looking to pass. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback making checks. He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Here's Arts to throw. Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Longhorns come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. The run inside. It Smothers. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
To the air, it's Manning. Bringing the heat. Headed to the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And, man, you see it again. It's got to be frustrating for this defense. Like, there's a reason the offense has the lead, and it's because the QB can drop back and do things like that. It's supposed to be a pass, everybody playing pass, but he's just got such a knack and such a feel to take off and run and make people miss and create explosive plays, and that's why they built the lead here today.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Quarterback keeps it. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. looking to throw on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's picked off for the third time today. And after the interception, able to get it in plus territory, taking it back to the 41.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. DB's right up on the receivers. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Dragged down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be fourth down.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. They'll throw on third and short. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
After that incompletion, fourth and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away, but you're trailing here in the fourth quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
Hauls it in. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Here's a give to Frazier. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. They've got it at the 36 on first and 10. This time he wants to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got a man in the middle. And fire the completion there in the red zone and set up at the 13. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll give to Frazier. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He might want another play. Frazier again. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball.
Going for the goal line. Touchdown Bulldogs. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Yeah, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the fourth quarter when you need the two-point conversion?
So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
Throws to the back. Oh, he makes the catch. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
The name of the game right now is getting yards and getting them in chunks. However you want to do that. I'm fine running the football, but you've got to be more productive than what we've seen on these last 2 plays.
Biggest drive of the game right here as we get close to the end of regulation. Right back to it. Got enough for the first. Maybe some room here. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
And the offense right now, I think, just trying to set the football up into a place where their kicker likes it. Running to the left-hand side, you've got an opportunity here to win this game late. So you're just really positioning the football into a place, into a hash that your kicker likes to try and go get the win.
Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
And as a defense, you're playing so aggressive, just trying to get downhill. And how about the running back? Runs it and gets a little bit to the right. So now they're on the right hash. So maybe the kicker likes it from that area, but this offense doing everything they can to set up for the game-winning field goal.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And he got it! And they've regained the lead. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.